I'm going to apologize for the length straight up, but just please follow along.
All right, Reverend, it's a good script. Just follow it as it is, and let's give this a go. Quiet on the set.
And in 5, 4, 3. Hey, gang! Welcome to my life, where anything is possible and nothing is as it seems. I'm Freedom, and I'll be your host, coming at you from within the depths of the Hobbit hole. Oh, ah.
Welcome to my life is a project, an experiment in life, an art, a living storyboard, if you will. Its premise is that life is experiential, and that you can and do experience a life you choose. It is based on the use of the wheel of life and the arts for the new millennium as life-building tools. Yeah, it's true.
Welcome to My Life is an ITV Studios Geist House Players production in association with the Center for Creative Inspirationalism. Just Us Productions, the parent company, would like to give a shout out to the following for their ongoing and oft times unknowing inspiration and support. Princess Cuddlebug, Princess Sunshine Craze and Company, the Shaman, the Pillar, Evan Bob, the Warden, the entire Putter Clan, Fairy Princess, Professor Siggy Chong, Holy Snowflake, Sparky Wenceslas, the Bandman, and General Ralph Glossop. May they rest in peace. The Looch, the Macedon, Bert Don, the Baker of the Cornbread, Andy Pandy, the Mutter, Jason, Old Danny Boy, Saint Diane, and you, Brother John, Thing 1 and Thing 2, the Nameless One, all the people in my neighborhood, the White Girl, the Anomaly, the Quitter, Good Man, Charlie Brown, the Rocks, CCPA, the PA, FNAM, PDT, Chanel number 5, Superstar, Sir Richard Slouch, the Wixians, the Socialite, the Village of Idiots, Biz Never Dancing Queen, Downtown Encyclopedia Brown, the Legendary Pink Elephants, Mama Rabbit, My Wisconsin Belle, the Babes, and of course, a very generous sponsor who not so much wishes to remain anonymous. It is Friday, November 29th, 2019. Time lingering. What's up? What's up? Welcome to the day after, man. Welcome to the day after. Enjoy it while it lasts. So we're the day after Thanksgiving. I'm still kind of in that thankful and grateful mode. I'm feeling it like it's my vibe, man. I am feeling much better this morning than I was. If anyone happened to read last night's blog post, I was really kind of off. I'm definitely better today. And then, of course, I wake up with a clear head and I realize, well, yeah, it was a holy day. So I was in a like spiritual vision quest kind of mode, and now that all makes sense as to why I was just kind of last night. But I did get a lot done over there and across the board, so that's exciting. And there's we've got oh my god. Anyway, so my life has a mind of its own. When I got out of bed this morning, I set to task, and the task was I was going to run to Metal, and then I was going to go to the grocery store, right, and then I was going to come back. However, I stopped, I made some coffee first, I had a little breath, and like that, the day changed. I wasn't going to go do Metal. I'm going to put that off until tomorrow morning, because I don't really have to go to the grocery store today. I have everything I need, and I do need to go out tomorrow to go pick up the princesses, so I figure I'm just going to save on the gas, manage the time a little better, and do all of that at once tomorrow morning. And they can go to the grocery store with me then, perhaps. What this means, first of all, if if you happen to see this and you have any spare metal laying around, like, oh, I don't know, maybe those beer cans from yesterday, and you're looking to get rid of them, and we can maybe hook up before 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, I'll be glad to take those off your hands. But this is a segue into something. So, we've got this whole job thing right now. We've got the whole job thing, and everybody has their thoughts and their feelings on this whole job thing, myself included. I wish I could do 6 things at once. Hold on. Here's what you have to know. So yes, I got the job, yay, and it's going to do a lot of good things for me moving down the line. But what it doesn't do is solve my immediate problem. Okay. A week and a half ago, maybe, I put the call out you know, I needed to make some money to take care of this support thing and survive until I got a paycheck. And some things have come through. I did some yard work. I'm gonna go do something on Tuesday, and I need that money. Like I need to survive until Tuesday, and I think I can do that. And then Tuesday gives me enough, I think, to survive until the first paycheck. I think. So basically, I've made enough money to survive. However, I'm still trying to figure out how I get $60 to pay a phone bill that's due on December 9th. Right? Because my phone is all I have, so I prefer not to have it turned off, but I guess if I have to, I mean, it is only like 4 or 5 days, whatever. Not my preferred route, but even bigger than that is the $238 that's due for back support the very next day on the 10th. And that's a whole big mess. I gave them the information late, but I did give them the information, and they never turned it in, and therefore this entire time I was working at the seasonal store, they were not taking it out. And I did not catch it nonetheless, so here we have a big mess, right? And it's not a lot, it's $238, but that's enough. Nonetheless, I have to pay that by noon on the 10th, or go before a judge at 1:30. Okay? This is what I'm facing. Now again, I prefer not to have to go through this process. I would love if I could figure out how to put this together and not have to stand in front of the judge. I have enough other stuff going on right now, right? Than to worry about that. But if I have to, maybe they'll accept payment from that check because it's only a few days later. However, I already have so much coming out of that check. It's a check for 1 week, which is still nice, but my car insurance is coming out of that check because I don't have the money to pay it in 2 days, so I have to put it off, and it's going to have to come out of that check with late fees. I may have to possibly pay my phone, depending on how things play out. I manipulated all of my subscriptions and still managed to keep Netflix for the girls because that's all they really have to watch. But I manipulated all of my subscriptions for full payments out of that check. And I promised Hoagie that I would pay him $25 a week, starting with that check. And I'm sure he'd say, don't worry about it, but I want to worry about it. I need to contribute. So that's $50 out of that check. So you see, the thing is, the moral of the story being, my quest for side cash is it never ends. It's an ongoing thing. Like, I may be able to pay all of that stuff and the support out of that first check, but then what's going to happen is I'm going to end up looking for side cash to survive that 2 weeks until my first full pay. So it never, ever ends. For instance, even with the job, let's look into the future. In the future, maybe I stay with this job and it's all very good and it affords me a place. So it would afford me a place similar to what like Hoagie has going on here. And this is cool. I could do this. Yeah, this is fine. It would afford me that place, but also similar to Hoagie. It would put me in a situation where that when all is said and done, at the end of the month, there's very little expendable cash. So for instance, if I had a place like this and I was living, if something happened to the car, I wouldn't be able to afford to fix it. I mean, no different than right now, but I would still be looking for more cash just to kind of function right in life and make sure I can take it. It's one thing to have a place and it's one thing to eat, but I would want more so that I can take care of stuff. It's not just a matter, when I come out about this, like side cash and whatnot and things I do, it's not just about the fact that my life has been in dire straits. It's who I am. Okay? And I mean, this is an eternal thing for me. It is who I am. I've been so devastated because through this whole thing, like my life has been turned upside down. It's been torn down and destroyed. I've just like, it feels so often like going through rubble, you know what I mean? But the last few weeks, I'm kind of watching it as I've sorted through the rumble, I guess. I'm kind of starting to watch it rebuild itself, or at least give a foundation to do so. The job being one thing, because it will be money like I haven't known, and it will let me take care of my financial stuff. But also, so if you love something, let it go. And I have let go of so much of my life, so much of my existence over the past 9 months. I've given up time with my daughters, and I've given up shows, and I gave up my workshop, and I gave up so much. And when you're broken down to nothing, you have time to kind of reevaluate and think about what's important. And I didn't know how to make that determination, because I know what I feel and I know what I want, but I don't know what the point is. So I kind of let go and let God. To deal with reevaluating, I detached from it all, and let's just see, like, let's just throw it all out there and see where it ends up. If it comes back, it's meant to be. So here's what I've been watching come back and form and develop. Obviously the metal scrapping. And the word says, well, that comes to you because you asked for it. Yes, but I'm asking for it because I already recognized way back at the beginning of this process that it was something that still comes so very naturally. It's there and it's available, and some people already know, so they give me metal, and then I have some and I need more to make it worth going, so I put it out there. In regards to that, if you're interested, like, hit me up, message me, and we can talk about what kind of metal I take and what I do, and you might be surprised at what you would throw out that I would take. Okay? The ministry never goes away in some way, shape, or form, either giving some sort of spiritual guidance to somebody, or cleansings and blessings, Reiki, tarot. I'm always available for these things. Tarot parties, you know, the holidays are coming up. Maybe you want to have a tarot party, or at your holiday party you want a reader. But I also have been known to do classes and workshops and group things. So, you know, again, hit me up. Odd jobs. Like I said, I did some yard work. I'm going to help this dude move. I've done paint scraping, run an errand, drop off your kid. Like, this is all stuff I've done and can do. It's who I am. Go ahead, hit me up. I put that actually under the ministry, under assistance, because I figure everybody needs help from time to time, and they don't necessarily need a professional. They just need hands. So I volunteer my hands, and you donate something. Maybe it's metal, maybe it's cash, maybe it's, I don't know. Crafting is coming back, hence the workshop. Like, there's stuff over there I can actually work on. Once I get the space organized, I have stuff I can probably finish over the next week and a half, just in time for Christmas, right? But there's also other stuff going on there, other ideas, and we're working. And Hoagie wants to get into crafting, and he didn't really have the tools. I had the tools and no space, and so kind of helping him get back into crafting is helping me, because now there's workable. And I have lots of projects ahead of me. The latest edition, or re-edition, is reselling. This is another thing that I got into, ended up in way over my head, and had a big mess, and this was part of the problem at Old Guystopia, right? And so, gone. All of it gone, except for one bucket that I have. And all of a sudden, I don't know if you can see behind me back there, there's a pair of lamps, 20 bucks. Bought new, never used. 20 bucks, right? Does that sound fair? What do you think? Or should I go down to 10? I don't know. I never know how to, that's my problem with reselling, is I never know how to price stuff. I want to get rid of it, but I don't want to rip myself off either. Like, I at least want to get some worth and value out of it. 10, 20, I don't care, whatever. There's also back there, taken apart into all of its pieces, a futon frame. There's no mattress to it. Oh, that's right. I was going to do the lamps, I think, at 10 bucks for the pair, and the futon at 20 bucks. If the futon doesn't sell, it's going to go to metal, right? But also, wait. I have this stuff. Anybody want a pumpkin? $5. See, look at that, $5. I got pumpkins. I got a snowman. I'll fix his little hat thingy here, but then $7. Right? Also, once I find my glue or buy glue and put their arms back on, I got other snowmen here. $30. All right, $35. That's what they're actually worth. I was just trying to be nice, but thank God, holiday ums. And I even have this little guy. I need to fix his arm, but I have that little guy. Like, what do you want? $1? Okay, so. Again, one man's trash is another man's treasure. Before you get rid of stuff, hit me up. Maybe there's something I can do with it. Or keep an eye out for stuff I post. Maybe you will post something you want. Now, here's the thing. Where am I at in time? Wow, way over. So here's the thing. Here's the big thing. This is what we're leading up to. I wanted to tell you the whole story, so that when we got to this point, maybe you'd understand this is not easy, but I'm trying. Through this whole process, I have not ever asked for a handout. I've asked for work. Even in coming here to Hoagie's, I've made arrangements with him where I am contributing and giving back and taking care of things, and I am earning my keep of working. I have so much going on right now, and this job is going to be a very big change for me, and it's going to be hard to adjust. I really don't like having this last big oomph hanging over my head. So what I'm asking is, if someone or someone's could find it to get together maybe and loan me that $298 that I need to put those things to rest. I can pay $150 of it out of the first paycheck, and I can pay $150 out of it out of the next paycheck, which is the 27th. So the 13th and the 27th is when I get paid. That's what I'm putting out there. I'm asking, because if you don't know if you don't ask, and I gotta put those two things to rest so that I can focus on everything else and stop. Anyway, if not, like I said, I deal with what I have to deal with, but I'm asking. So, if you're not already there, go to the Welcome to My Life Facebook page, WTML, or the YouTube channel, Welcome to My Life. Wherever you are and whenever you are, like, comment, and share. It's a journey. We need you to get there. So, without hesitation, for now and for always, from here in Geistopia, this is your beloved Rev and Walt.
Und Doc and Johnny.
And those guys saying, stay tuned in, fellow travelers, and wishing you peace, love, light, and freakishness, baby.